Hi, welcome back. Today I am going to show you all of May. So I ended up doing 3 spreads for May, and this first one I actually did sitting on my couch, probably watching a movie, so that's why the background is a little bit different. So bear with me if there's bad lighting or things get cut off. So for this spread, I decided to use the Habit. Yeah, I think it was Habit story kit. And I used a lot of the bigger 4x6 cards. I used they were all quote cards. So the one says, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. And then I want you to continue being the absolute best part of my life. I think that one is actually from the You Story kit. So it's a little combination of the two. And the last one in the bottom right corner says, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. So for this spread, I did a few photos that I cut and then adhered to a larger journaling card. So I used the one that said, I think the journaling card actually said new habit, old habit, and I just covered up the old habit part just to show the new habit, and then I wrote some journaling under that, and that was about playing Overcooked on the Nintendo Switch. And that was just, I think it was just like one of those screenshots from the game. And then over on the right, I did the same thing. I kind of took a smaller, I think it's a 3x2, so 3 inches wide and 2 inches tall. Cut that and put it on a 3x4 card, and I just wrote the title. It's called Iron Project. It's just, it's like a thing my husband does. It's like a men's group sort of thing. And then down at the bottom, I used a 3x4 photo, but I decided to actually put it on a 4x6 card, and then I used the loved, I don't actually even know what that is, but the loved embellishment from the You, and from the You Story kit, and then just did a little bit of journaling about meeting a new baby boy. So here I was trying to do my title card, and I decided I wanted to use like some big letters or letter stickers or something like that. So I just pulled out what I could find in my bin, all the M, A's, and Y's, and kind of just played around with what I wanted it to look like. I just didn't have an A and a Y in red or an M in white, so I just mixed the two together, and then I just adhered that on the top. So yeah, other than that, I didn't do a whole lot. I did use some of the, I used scraps of paper and just cut them into strips, and sometimes do my journaling like that, which I think is always a good way to get rid of, to use up like all the little pieces of scraps that you end up with, and also just to get a little tiny bit of journaling on things. So then I put all the embellishments on, or the chipboard pieces, and called it good. Okay, so for the next spread, I kind of was looking for a kit to use, and I ended up going with, which one is this? I think it's, you know what I did? So I went through a few kits, I think like Grow, Journey, maybe even the new Bloom kit. I can't remember if that came out before I started doing that. or maybe that's actually it. Oh no, that's the Grow Kit. So I went through and I just picked a few journaling cards and quote cards and things like that to use from those kits. And rather than just, oh yeah, I think that's the Bloom Kit. No, I think that's still the Grow Kit. So I went through and instead of trying to just use one kit, I kind of went through a couple, but I would say these are probably mostly from Grow, I think. So then I took one of the cards that said, "Love watching you grow," and I just cut it out so I could adhere it directly on top of that photo, which is, I used Photoshop and put a 3x4 of my middle child's first day of kindergarten to his last day of 5th grade. So I always think that's fun to kind of have old pictures and new pictures all together. That photo that I just journaled on, or that card that I just journaled on with the cart of groceries, so that's a Costco run for us now. So we grocery shop at Costco. And I think I actually just journaled a little bit about how we used to consider actual grocery shopping at Costco as crazy and who could ever even do that. And well, that's us now with 3 boys. It is very easy to go through several loaves of bread, lots of milk, chips, all the things. So yeah. And then I took some of these word phrase stickers and I used the rest of that Love Watching You Grow card. I used the little scraps from that and put the little word phrase stickers on it, or pieces of white scrap paper so that I could journal just a tiny bit on those. And then I adhered those to the photos. What else? So just finishing up, putting them all in, making sure everything's adhered down. And yeah, so that was about it. So this is like the end of May. Probably about mid-May-ish to the end of May would be my guess. Using my date stamp to make sure. Oh, and then I think I was looking to see when that photo was actually taken. And I think maybe it was actually taken in June, but it was already, I already did it. I already put it on the card, did the journaling. It's like a cart full of groceries, and so I don't think it really matters. Like, it's fine. It's totally fine if it's from June and I'm saying that it was in May. So I think I just made up a date. So don't tell anyone. But yeah, so there you go. That's May. And then my last spread is about kind of our yard reno. So this went through the month of May. All the 3x4 photos on the left-hand spread are all from just various work days, probably like every weekend in May would be my guess. Just like going to the hardware store, going and getting dirt, like renting whatever that equipment is to like level out the yard. So going and getting like plants. So all of that stuff is just from the entire month. I decided rather than put it chronologically, I would keep all those together. And then on the right-hand side, the spread that I'm working on now is I decided to do a 12x12. And I think those flowers maybe are from the newest Bloom kit, but I could be wrong. They could be from Grow, which was a little bit older, and I just never used the flowers. Actually, I think it is from Grow. I could have also combined a couple kits. Who knows what I did. So I used the flowers as a border. I kept having to like kind of measure and then lay them out and then cut it and then relay it out, and then finally I'll like glue it all down, and probably still not exactly how I envisioned it in the first place, and I think that's fine. So I just had a large print of kind of the finished yard-ish, printed, used that for the bottom, and then I had this like scrap paper that I had already torn for something else. I think it's actually on the next page, which is June. I just decided to use that, and then I kind of like sat on it and tried a bunch of different things. I had no idea what I wanted to like do for the journaling, so I just kept like putting things down, and then I was like, do I want to write a lot, or do I just want to have something? And then so I ended up actually typing something on, printing it on transparency, printable transparency, cut that, and then kind of tucked it under the flowers and glued it that way. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I am going to start on 2021 today, so hopefully I'll have some of those videos for you. So come back. Thank you. Bye.